Hello my treasures, it's time to wither away our opponents with Undead Druid. This deck shockingly turned out incredibly well when I was testing it. I had around a 60% win rate, and I'm actually shocked that no one's talking about it right now. I guess it did get a little bit overshadowed by the Armor Druid combo decks, but I think this is a perfect runner-up for a really good Druid deck that everyone can try out, and it's pretty cheap to do so since it is only a little bit of a twist on a stereotypical aggro deck. For the Mulligan guide of the deck, you're going to be looking for early game minions so you can get a lot of advantage early on, such as Arm Stealer, Banshee, or Lingering Zombie. If you have one of the first two cards, Foul Egg is also really good to keep in your opening hand. Nerubian Flyer is really good too, if you can guarantee your opponent killing a undead minion on turn 1. Other things to keep in your opening hand are cards that will buff up your board, such as Wither, which is an incredibly good removal tool if you have a lot of undead minions on your board, and a really good OTK tool if you do have a bunch of minions. This will allow you to get through any big taunt that your opponent might have. Now, with that all being said, let's look at some games. Okay, time for a game against Priest. Oh, this is probably one of the worst opening hands that we probably could get in the entire deck. Swarm does nothing, and Elder doesn't really do anything. Going to hard Mulligan the cook away too. I do like keeping that card sometimes. This opening hand is a little bit better. We can afford just to put down a Banshee because it is probably going to be Priest. It could in theory be Rogue. I wouldn't be shocked if it's Rogue. Oh shit, it's Questline. Okay, that's fine actually. Nerubian Flyer. Just going to put down the Banshee, so if they kill one, we have another one to get buffed up. I very much doubt they're going to kill one, but you never know. Okay, 3-drop, Switcheroo. Do we want to put down the Nerubian Flyer, or let's do Planted Evidence, see what we can grab. Ajarn Gardens is good for later in the game. It doesn't do much here. Just hero power and then use the 2 Banshee attacks. I know that only buffed up one thing in the hand, but we got to instantly play it for free. And we do want our undeads to grow as big as possible. Okay, they're undead questline. Do we want to attack into that? Yeah, why not? That buffs that up, and then we can put down the Nerubian Flyer. We could have also put down the other, but we're just going to buff everything up here. Gets us some top decks if they kill our board. Grave Digging. I forgot that they lost Undead last turn. So we could either trigger that. Now let's just keep going face. We could have triggered it, but I'd rather do it like this. If we had triggered the Visor, we could have tried to get something interesting off of it. Amalgam of the Deep is a fun top deck, depending on what it destroys, I mean. Oh, they're going to draw a card, so they're probably going to be able to get rid of the Crook. I'd assume that's what they're going to go after. If they leave our Undeads up, we could generate something really fun. Oh, there goes one of our Undeads. Oh, there goes the second one. So they're leaving the Crook up. Oh. Now, Elder's funny for later. It doesn't really do much right now. We're going to grab the Murloc. We're going to see what we can grab here. Sunwell could be fun. Might as well. And why not put down a Foul Egg? And just go face. Oh. That's not what I wanted to see. Oh, that is cool, though. And we do have the... Oh. This hand just keeps getting better and better. Let's see what we can generate. Windshield to freeze that out. Might as well. Draw a card. Flyer generates us an additional card. And I missed the additional attack on every single one of our minions there. Well, you know, we're just gonna pretend we didn't see that at all and not place down the Arms Dealer. We probably should have, but there's the Bone Caller. I'm gonna grab a secret. I haven't done something with secrets in a while either. Secret Hunter was, I think, the last one I did. I'd need to look back. Okay, we're at 8 mana next turn. Aquatic Form, let's go. Sunken Gardens, buff up everything, do 1 damage to everything. And behold, the knowledge of our elder. Gotta love doing this. Okay, so it's a game against Druid. I'd be very much shocked if it was a mirror match, since this does seem to be the least common Druid deck that you're actually going to run into. Amalgam is probably something we want to get rid of, and we're probably going to want to get rid of so the soil, mainly because we don't have any minions for it. Oh, Crooked Cook. Of course, we get the Nerubian Flyer. A 1-drop? Oh, no, we're not going to get a 1-drop. Just going to pass the turn, I think. We could use Planted Evidence, but I think that's the safer bet. So it does look like they're going to be ramp. Now, we're going to start having the hard decisions of just placing something down or actually waiting for some synergy. I think we're going to just start placing some stuff down, to be honest. Okay, Jury Rig Carpenter, that's fine. Ooh, Wither's interesting for later, because that could save us. We're going to go with the Sentinels. Get rid of that minion, do 1 damage to face. Does get us 2 1/2s, which is really, really good. All it takes is love, care, and death. Oh, we guarantee the 3 damage no matter what here to their face. Oh, unless we attack into the minion, but I really probably should do that. Let's see what we grab. Arms dealer long run is probably pretty decent. So the soil also is pretty decent. We can buff up everything here, use that, and then we can kill this with... Oh, never mind. We're just going to leave it up. That's perfectly fine too. We have basically draw 3 right here. Sometimes I forget what I've done in a game, or, you know, okay, aquatic form. Second aquatic form. Okay, they're really searching for something at the bottom of their deck. 2 mana crystals. Do anything yet? I'm guessing a wild growth. Yes, it is. We're gonna have to get ahead of them somehow. Oh, there's the arms dealer that we needed. We have 5 mana. We could use the arms dealer. Let's actually see what we can grab here. Oh, composting. We already have draws. Let's actually go with it. We should be able to get a lot of advantage off of this. Then we're going to be missing 1 mana and just have these up. I really don't like doing the Nerubian Flyer without... Oh, that's actually pretty nice. Now, if we can only get the arms dealer to stick around for a turn, it is against Druid, so we should be able to. Or they're going to Scale of Onyxia of us. It is ramp, so I guess it makes sense. Unless... No, they're not going to leave it up. We're going to burn a card here. We have the Unending Storm, which is actually pretty good. Actually, do we burn a card? Yes. Yeah. I mean, that could have been a lot worse, to be honest. So I'm going to put down the Lingering Zombies, the Foul Egg, use the Nerubian, see what we can grab. Wither in the long run would be a lot better, but let's just grab the 1/1. And I actually like this board a lot. Basically, did nothing the previous turn. There's their guff. Waste half their turn. They don't have anything else. Come on. Just ramp a little bit harder. And let us keep our board. Because we have a bunch of AoE buffs that we can use next turn. Oh, we do have the 2 withers. That's probably why I didn't... Oh. Yes. Come on. Leave the 8/8 up. Now, how do we want to do this? Let's wither this. Gives everything that. Let's wither again. Probably should have put down the Banshee before we did that. I guess that would have made it a little bit more awkward. Though for some very cheap undead minions, they're starting to look pretty big here. Our board be lingering, and the more it lingers, the easier time it has to overwhelm them. We're at 12. They're at 10 mana, so they could... Ooh. We don't have any more withers. The Under King gives them armor, so that's going to probably deal with something on our board. Really curious of why they went after that of all things. Yeah, that's... of course they have the 2 Earthen Scales. It wouldn't be a game against Druid if they didn't have that. Ruby Flyer? Yeah, let's put down the Flyer first. Buff up everything. Really don't want to kill the 6-2, but we might actually... we can just go face, I guess. Oh, and buff up something. We probably should have attacked with that first. We lucked out there. Board looks pretty nice. They are going to try to kill it, though. Okay, Nurture. Don't know if that's... Oh, they actually drew a card instead of ramping. I guess they're in a position where ramping doesn't really do much. Drawing cards, in theory, does. Especially when it allows you to ramp too. There's our egg. Let's kill Nathria. Okay, what are you going to kill? Hello? They're thinking. Okay, so they killed the 1 undead minion. Oh, Amalgam could be funny. Let's see what we can grab. I think I actually want to go for the Sylvanas. Sylvanas lets us clear out their board. Now we can kill one of those. Could have actually probably stolen it, but I think this is a safer bet. Amalgam was a really nice top deck. I almost didn't add Amalgams because I thought maybe the Undead synergy would be a little less consistent than it is, but it actually is really consistent. I was amazed at how well this deck actually turned out. Hey, they're drawing 3 with Nourish. If they draw into full combo, we might be in a bad position. But it doesn't look like they're going to, which is really good for us. Oh, they're drawing 3. Oh, I feel so sorry. They must have had the... Oh. Foul Egg doesn't... Well, composing... Let's attack with the Amalgam first. Aquatic form, okay. Elder for victory, right? Yeah, 4 attack there. Kill that. 7. Oh, there's the second Amalgam. Let's see if we can get anything cool. A Plague Spreader, just because, why not? And they give up, okay. Hey, Hunter, which is one of the most played classes right now. It's the deck I'm thinking of. This is going to be a quick one. I actually like everything in this opening hand. We're going second so we can actually coin out Banshee. The funny thing about coining out a Banshee with Lingering Zombie on board is puts them in between a rock and a hard place. And I mean, this is one class that probably could deal with it, but it also just it's everything else in our hand online too. Oh, I don't love doing this. Hey, are they actually going to go after the 2-1? Yes, they are. Okay, that is fine. We're just going to replace it with a 2-3 and a 2-2. Because why not? Okay, let's see if they can actually handle this. If they kill any of our minions, we just put the Nerubine Scissor down and then we're good. Sure, Wild Spirits, why not? Sorry, you didn't luck out there. I have a feeling that they lowered the chances of the Fox. Oh, Wither's nice. Wither is really good for next turn. Soul of the Forest, we could use this turn. Or we could go for Pounce. I kind of want to go for Pounce, to be honest. I'm thinking about Soul, but because Pounce just allows us to do free 2 damage. But if we went for the other, then we couldn't put down... Well, we could have done that next turn. We could have put down the egg and then withered. Right? Going for the 2-3. Kind of weird that they didn't go for the 3. Oh, wither number 2. We could be a little bit greedy, but let's just do it like this. Back into that. We have the 4-3, 3-3. Okay, they're going to get that weapon. Sadly, we didn't get any attack on the egg. That was the main goal there, but it is what it is. Sometimes you don't always get what you need. Do you have the second wither for the moose? We can moose or wither the moose. We can drain the spirit out of that moose. They're tracking. They're probably looking for Shockspitter. I'm assuming. I've actually played a lot of that deck just because I was curious and I wanted to see if it still worked after the nerfs. And it does. It sadly does, but I think this is the deck that I preferred when it came to aggro, more of a aggro based deck. Okay, there's Shockspitter number 1. Did get rid of one of our minions, but we could use the Wither on the Shockspitter. It guarantees us lethal, or we can just put down the Visor. Moonbeam actually is perfect here. Actually, probably should have done that in the reverse order, but whatever. Get rid of that. And pass it back to them. They're at 8. We're at 22. Our curve has just been beautiful this game. There's Batty Guess. Oh, that's not going to save you next turn. Oh, well, it depends on what we top deck. Oh, they're actually going after our minions. That's the correct play. Okay, they're at 5. Come on, give us something cool. Swarm is Swarm is pretty fun. And kill that. Just go face. Let's swarm the board again. Gotta love. Swarm works surprisingly well in the deck. I almost wanted to run 2. There's just no room for it, is the problem. And 1 is just a perfect amount where it can make you come back in a game. But 2 sometimes is just kinda dead if you don't have any other type of buffs. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen a person run that card in that deck. I mean, you do what you gotta do to get additional copies of the trooper or get to it quicker. I love how all these opponents make our egg hatch before... Oh, top deck of the century if we only needed it still. Let's clear out the board just to BM a little bit. Wabam! Okay, time for a game against Mage. Ooh, this opening hand doesn't look that bad. Let's just keep everything here. A lot of the times you can just keep everything you want to, because there isn't much difference between most of the mulligans in the deck. There's a few cards that you don't want to keep in your opening hand, but for the majority of games, it's going to be pretty consistent. Whatever cards you decide to actually keep, we're going to put down Lingering Zombie. We probably should have used the Aquatic Form before, but we're just going to wait till next turn. Okay, let's see what we can grab. Oh, now, Foul Egg, we don't... Oh, we do have a way to buff it up. Let's see if we can get anything. Oh, that actually helps out a lot too. We won't get any additional advantage off of that, but a 2/4 is not bad. Nice thing about this deck is there's just a bunch of ways to kill your opponent that your opponent might not actually know. Oh shit, this is going to be Mech Mage. I guess it could be Aggro Mage too, but I don't want to do something with mechs. I don't know if it's going to be Mage though. I thought about doing it with Paladin. But I think Dragon Paladin is probably the next deck that I'm going to put out. We'll see how it goes. But with a little bit of a twist, I think I'm going to be using Lady Prestor with it, even though that might not be the best idea. We're just going to keep going face. We are an aggro deck, so we might as well just keep going face. We want to draw that additional card. Okay, Nerubian Visor. That's not the worst top deck. You can actually get a lot of advantage off of that. Oh, that's a card that we need to instantly deal with. And Annoytron just makes it a lot more annoying to deal with. Good news is I don't think they can clear out her board, so we're probably going to want to use Pride's Fury. Yeah, let's just do this. Okay, we can't kill the scary. I think I accidentally killed the minion. No, we try to get the minion's HP low just so it's not hard to actually kill. We probably should have just drawn a card, and they're going to summon 2 more, which is probably the reason why I ended up doing what I did. His 3 HP is a lot more manageable than 4 HP is a lot more manageable than 7. We get a Wither, we might be in a really good position, but Aquatic form number 2. Let's see what we can grab. Wither. Perfect. Exactly what we needed to see. Oh, not technically exactly what we needed to see. Let's wither this. We could have actually... No, we couldn't have. We didn't have enough. Okay, that's dead. We are probably just... we should kill King Max just to get rid of them so they don't have a target for a second amalgam. They are taking a little bit of time. I'm assuming they're oh, perfect. That plays just into our trap. Oh, Arms Dealer is fun. Let's put down Arms Dealer. Let's see what we can get. Part of me wants to click on due process, but I think the candles would be better. Because we don't want to give them more advantage. We want to use all the advantage that we can actually get. Then we can just keep going face. We probably shouldn't have killed that. We probably should have killed the 3-2. That's still fine. We're in a pretty good position right now. Gorilla Bot gets them an Arminian. If they fill up their board before they can drop down a Gaia, I think that's what the Colossus minion is, we probably should be in a pretty good position. I do wish they printed some additional mech support in this newest set. I know why they didn't, but would have been a lot or a lot nicer. Would have allowed for some experimentation to be done, but still fine, I guess. Ooh, planted evidence. Let's see if we can get anything cool. I mean, let's go for natural causes. Kill the 3-1. Gets an Arminian on board. Buff everything up. Then just keep going face. Okay, they shouldn't be able to deal with this. We still have the foul egg from the beginning of the game. He's never going to hatch, is he? Okay, our Surveyor, that's probably going to get the Sweeper from the bottom of the deck, which doesn't really do too much. Seafloor Savior. I really was considering like a Mech Dragon Paladin. I might try that very briefly. It really depends. The version that I have already is pretty decent, but you never know. I mean, they're just going to try to overextend. Oh, our egg is going to finally hatch. We're at least going to get him hatched out of his egg. Just add insult to injury. Yes, we reap what we sow. Okay, now that we're through the games, let's discuss my final thoughts of the deck. Overall, this deck was a really pleasant surprise. I actually had around a 60% win rate with the deck, which was a big shock since no one is talking about Undead Druid. It does seem like it's been overshadowed a little bit by the other Druid cards within the set. If you are looking for a deck to go up in ladder this month, this is a perfect deck for you to try out. It felt really, really nice and could keep up with a lot of the other decks that are currently in the meta. That all being said, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, bye-bye.